He was called slow, stupid, even hopeless, a child who barely spoke until he was 4. His teachers said he would never succeed, and yet this boy would grow up to bend time, unlock the atom, and rewrite the universe itself. This is the thrilling story of Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was not the kind of child teachers loved. He didn't memorize lessons. He didn't sit still. And he questioned everything. In school, his classmates thought he was strange. His teachers thought he was lazy. One even said, "Nothing good will come of this boy." But young Albert's silence was not emptiness. Behind those wide eyes was a mind buzzing with questions, questions too big for the classroom. At the age of 5, Albert's father handed him a simple compass. The needle moved mysteriously, always pointing north. No matter how he turned it, the invisible force pulled it back. To little Albert, this was magic. But instead of shrugging it off, he asked, "Why? What unseen powers move the world?" That single compass ignited a lifetime obsession to discover the hidden laws of nature. But genius rarely finds an easy road. Einstein clashed with teachers, often skipping classes to study physics on his own. At 15, he dropped out of school. When he applied to university, he failed the entrance exam. Still, he persisted. He studied relentlessly and was eventually admitted to the Swiss Polytechnic. Yet after graduation, no professor wanted him. No laboratory would hire him. The brilliant thinker ended up with a modest job as a patent clerk in Bern, Switzerland. In that dusty little office, surrounded by inventions that weren't his, Albert stamped papers by day. But at night, he lit a lamp and escaped into thought experiments. He imagined riding alongside a beam of light. He pictured clocks ticking differently for moving trains. He asked questions so daring that most scientists never even considered them. And in 1905, at the age of 26, the unknown clerk exploded onto the world stage. In that single year, later called the Annus Mirabilis, or Miracle Year, Einstein published 4 groundbreaking papers. He showed that light behaved like particles. He explained the invisible jiggling of atoms. He described how objects moving near the speed of light experience time differently. And then, he revealed the most famous equation in history, E equals mc squared. A simple formula, yet terrifying in power, proving that matter and energy were 2 sides of the same coin, the same principle that would one day unleash nuclear energy and nuclear bombs. But Einstein wasn't finished. For centuries, Isaac Newton's laws had ruled physics. Gravity, everyone thought, was a force pulling objects together. Einstein dared to say otherwise. He imagined space and time not as fixed backgrounds, but as a fabric, stretching, bending, curving under the weight of massive objects. Planets didn't orbit the sun because they were pulled. They moved along curves in the fabric of space-time itself. It was bold, it was radical, and many dismissed it, until the sky proved him right. In 1919, during a solar eclipse, astronomers looked to the heavens. They saw starlight bending around the sun, exactly as Einstein predicted. The world erupted. Headlines screamed, "Revolution in science! Newton overthrown!" Overnight, Albert Einstein became a global icon. From a boy who was mocked for being slow, to the man who bent time itself. Einstein's journey was not about grades or titles. It was about curiosity, imagination, persistence. He once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, but imagination encircles the world." Einstein's life teaches us this: failure is not the end. Rejection is not defeat. What matters is the courage to keep asking questions, to keep moving forward, to keep imagining. Because sometimes, the very people the world doubts the most are the ones destined to change it forever.